Hey guys, welcome to Tech and Tuts, your personal digital platform enhancing education. Press the subscribe button if you haven't already and press the bell icon and never stop learning. Hey guys, welcome back to Tech and Tuts Python tutorial series, and today I'll be talking about functions. So functions are nothing but a simple block of code that's designed for a specific purpose, and it is used to reduce the number of lines inside the entire program. For an example, suppose I have a program of like a very long program of like 2000 to 3000 lines of codes, and I need to add two numbers in 50 different places inside that code. So instead of writing the same lines again and again, like what you need to write in case of summation in 50 different places, I can use a function and write those lines inside that function and call that function in those 50 different places and reduce the number of lines. So that makes your code more readable and understandable, a lot less messy. So let us understand how to define a function first. So the basic syntax of defining a function is this. You just need to write def, that stands for define. So then you need to give the function name, and then inside these brackets you need to give some arguments. Now what are arguments? Arguments are nothing but some variables or values that you are going to use inside the function. Okay, these are supposed to be coming as inputs from outside the function that we'll be using inside the function. Okay, then you will give some statements over here, and that can be as many as needed. So that's all for a function definition. It's pretty simple. Another thing we must know is the different kinds of functions. So there are basically two different kinds of function. One is the inbuilt function that are like already inbuilt inside whatever programming language you are using, and the other one is the one that we normally define to use it in a program according to our needs. So basic examples of inbuilt functions are like print, that we often use, that is a function that have already been defined inside your compiler. And there are other functions like pow that we use when we use the math module, right, to find the power of something. There are functions like cos, sine and all. These are also inbuilt functions. So let's understand the whole thing with a bit better with an example. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to take a name as an input and I'm going to say hello to that person by using a function. So let's define the function and I will call it as hello maybe, and inside that I will accept an argument which will be a string name. Okay, and then I will simply print hello, like and then the name. So what will happen over here, once I pass a name, suppose x, it will go to this line and print hello x. Okay, so let's try this. Now one more thing that we need to know, that if I run the code now, nothing will happen because I haven't yet called the function. I have just defined the function. So this part is not at all going to work at this moment. Let's try that. If I run this, nothing should happen. So nothing happens over here, right? So to make something happen, we need to call the function. For that you need to call it by simply typing in the name of the function, and then if there is any parameter inside it, you need to pass the parameter. So I have a parameter name, I need to give a name inside it. So if I say, like, if I give a name like Amanda, and remember, I can pass anything over here, so it is not defined if this name variable is an like integer or a string or what. So if I want to define it, I just need to give this, I need to write this inside this quotation mark, and that should print hello Amanda. Let's try that, and that does hello Amanda. Okay, let's make it more interesting by writing a program. So over here I will find if a number is even or not with the help of a function, and then I will try to find all the even numbers in a given range. Okay, so let's try that. Let's define that function. I'll call it as even because I'm trying to find the even numbers over here. Then I will pass the argument name as num, which is nothing but a variable, you must remember. And then I will check if this number is completely divisible by 2. As you know, that's how we find if a number is even or not, right? Then I will write return num. Now what is this return? So return is nothing but it does as the name suggests. So it returns the value, so it will return num to the actual code. And as I have mentioned before, this thing is not at all going to work until and unless I call this function, right? So this function is called inside the main program. So whatever we do inside this function is only going to work when we call this inside the main function, like in the main program. So this value must be returned in that main program. Okay, so we use return, and then I will write for, I'm taking a range between maybe 0 to 12, and then I will call this function and I will print the value. So I will give the name of the function, and inside that I will pass the number. So first the value of I is 0, so if 0 is even, it will be printed out. If not, it will be not printed out. So it should print all the even values between 0 to 12. Let's try that. There it does, right? It prints out all the even numbers in between 0 to 12. There you go. So functions are not that hard to understand. These are basically simple block that we use to like reduce the number of lines. So if you have any kind of problem with function, you can always comment it down or post it in our Facebook page. The link will be provided in the description box, and I'll be making further videos on function that will consist of some programs. I believe that will help you to understand function in a better way. So this is the basic introductory video that I have shown you. So more videos coming on function. Thank you. Hope that video helped you in developing your conception. Give it a like, press the bell icon, and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching.